Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We are going to talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here just above 47.5 cents. It was another green day for XRP. It seems like we get more green days now than red days all of a sudden. And it's nice to see the price finally starting to move. Ripple enters Morocco, and now Morocco is digitizing their currency. We in there. You know, wherever Ripple goes, all of a sudden they want to try to push forward. They want to get innovation going in these countries. I noticed that with other countries as well. You get the announcement that Ripple is now working with this country or that country. Right away, they want to become a crypto hub, or they start pushing ahead with the central bank digital currency. But what's happening is Ripple's opening the doors for innovation. And these countries are going to be able to expand and grow because of that. For anyone that tells you banks won't adopt crypto, many of the traditional banks are integrating crypto in their core banking system. Take a listen to this.
So Matthias, from your perspective, how is it looking like for the traditional financial systems to be able to build this new infrastructure and integrate it well with the traditional setups?
The question addressed to me. Yeah, Taurus, of course, has an important part to play as well there. Yeah, on the side of the banks, as we are quite fortunate, as I mentioned, many of the traditional banks are now already adopted cryptocurrencies into their core banking systems. This is very notable because what that means is most banks in Switzerland, with the exception of one that I know, actually set it up like securities. When you have a cryptocurrency in a core banking system, it's set up like a security. And that means that from a processes perspective, the hurdle for the bank to integrate into the digital asset space is a lot of the work has already been done. And
remember, that's what Ripple does. They make it for the banks to push into the digital age. They make it very simple, and that's why the traditional banks are pushing towards crypto all of a sudden. We see it happening in different parts of the world. Here in the US, it's still lagging behind. Once that Ripple versus SEC case comes to an end, that will change very fast. Largest crypto asset manager, Grayscale, mentions XRP as top asset. Grayscale, the most prominent crypto asset manager, has spotlighted XRP as one of the most valuable crypto assets in the industry. You know, everybody knows XRP's capabilities. They know how it could move money from point A to point B. They all know where this is going. Yet so many retail investors in this space lack the knowledge to see it. You know, they invest in meme coins, they invest in Bitcoin, but they lack to see how big XRP is actually going to be. I don't understand that because all along the way, you have people pointing this out day after day. From UC Berkeley, if you are interested in blockchain and you really want to make money, then you should be looking into derivatives. Great reminder as we observe the intersection of cryptocurrency and the derivatives market. I talked about how the derivatives market is changing in yesterday's video. Here's more evidence to that once again.
If you're interested in blockchain and you want to make money, forget about sending money back to your uncle in France. This is where you should be thinking. This is the size of the entire economy of the world right here, GDP. This is the notional principle of all derivatives, okay? These are all forwards, futures, and options, and these are all derivatives except interest rate swaps. This right here, interest rate swaps. Biggest universe that most of you have never heard of. Millions of lawyers, millions of traders, millions of accounts, all that can be put on the blockchain, okay? And all this clearing system and settlement system, which we took, you know, Dodd-Frank is like this thick, this much of it has to do with clearing and settling of swaps. Okay, it's a nightmare, it's a mess, and we can take this whole system and simplify it with distributed ledgers.
And you know what's great about XRP? It settles. That's key when it comes to moving value. Ripple partner ISDA new platform common domain model CDM is designed to support DLT technology. The industry is looking to DLT, and some market infrastructures are on the verge of replacing production systems with these technologies. We just witnessed Ripple pushing into the derivatives market already. And this comes from Crypto Barbie. Wow, the true intentions of Ripple are to handle 100% of the transactions which take place in the derivatives market. You see the cross-border payment lie. If you were to do research on Ripple, the company, and XRP, you would come up to the conclusion that the goal is to replace SWIFT as the world's leading cross-border payments provider. What if I was to say that Ripple doesn't care about cross-border payments and that replacing SWIFT is only a short-term plan? And this is the real plan right here. In the digital age, you are able to connect with anyone around the world in seconds. For this reason, using one digital currency would be ideal. Not only is one currency all that is needed, it would be more efficient if we were all to use one single currency. So what would happen to a cross-border payment provider when the world is using a digital currency that can be sent from wallet to wallet? The cross-border payment provider is no longer needed. I assume this is all very simple to understand, yes? The purpose of this blog post is to help you understand. If Ripple was only to focus on cross-border payments and nothing else, their success would be short-lived. They knew this before XRP ever existed. Think of cross-border payments as a nice testing ground to prepare Ripple for the use case they have been focused on since the very beginning. The true intentions of Ripple are to handle 100% of the transactions which take place in the derivatives market. So why do they not make this public knowledge? For multiple reasons, the most important one being that they are not ready. They are missing a piece of the puzzle, and that piece is called Codius. You know, Ripple has always been going after the $2 quadrillion derivatives market. But all we ever see them talk about is cross-border payments, remittances, now custody. Beyond that, tokenization. But this is what Ripple has been going after since day one. And it looks like they are now pushing in to the derivatives market. Things can get very interesting here for Ripple as we go forward, and XRP holders as well. I will continue to keep you up to date on that because that's massive. That would push XRP to price points we could only dream about. Ripple could tokenize gold and incorporate into a CBDC. Ripple's partnership with Standard Custody and its CBDC enterprise could bridge the two systems to create a central bank digital currency fully backed by tokenized versions of hard assets. Zimbabwe's central bank that announced a new measure to link its currency to physical asset such as gold. But countries are also going to be tokenizing things that are in the ground. It could be anything of value, and they can tie their CBDC to it. That would change a country's entire economy. You see how big this actually is? Especially for third world countries, where that's the target audience for CBDC right now. I think they want to test it out there so they could go live in a much bigger country later. I thought this was great coming from Marty Party. Most hostile community in crypto is, and you see XRP, 34.1%. And I even said it's not that we're hostile. We're just trying to wake up the rest of crypto. You know, we put out there exactly what XRP is built to do. but nobody wants to hear it, it seems. Or they only go with what's trending. If Bitcoin's trending today, that's all everybody will talk about. But you know, when you look at the big picture around XRP, this is bigger than anything else that's going on right now. Every direction Ripple is going in is leading to more and more value, moving more value, moving more money. U.S. economy may have peaked in Q2, curbing retail investor enthusiasm for crypto. So Coinbase is saying this. They're saying that the U.S. economy has begun to slow down. And it's mostly because a lot of people are fighting off inflation. Other people quit that second and third job that they were working, and they came up with better options. Maybe now they work from home or they're starting a business, but the economy slowed down. And they're also saying that this is leading to a slowdown in crypto. That's why we're not seeing crypto starting to pop off. I don't know if I totally agree with that, because most people out there that are fighting off inflation are also pulling their money out of the banks and investing it in other places, realizing that the banks are not going to make them rich. Everybody wants to make money now so they can continue to fight off inflation. Now, inflation is eventually going to come back down, but I think it's going to take a good bit of time before that happens. And at the same time, we're still going to see a major run-up happen inside of crypto. But if the Fed was to cut interest rates starting in September, that could turn things around very fast. And a lot of people are expecting that to happen. Let's start there and see where we go from there. But when you're an XRP investor, there's so many other things that could send XRP. Look at what we're waiting for short term. The Ripple versus SEC case coming to an end. I'm sure that would definitely pump the price of XRP. Shortly after that, Ripple's new stablecoin goes live. That could bring value into XRP. I'm not going to say ETFs. There's way too many people out there pumping up ETFs all the time. Beyond that, you look at IPO. You look at tokenization, picking up traction. We don't know what's going to happen with derivatives yet. Is value going to come pouring in from that this year? We really don't know yet. That's a massive market, though. And now that Ripple is getting tied in there even stronger, that makes it seem like we could see something very big happen in the short term. But you know, when you're holding XRP and you're looking at the price of XRP, every single day is a green day now, all of a sudden. And as long as we keep going upward, I'm happy about that. I want to see us break 50 cents next. A lot of people are saying it's going to happen by the end of this weekend. And then that next week is going to be a big week for XRP. A lot of people are expecting settlement to happen because the 13th is coming up. The 13th is actually today, but people are acting like it's Monday or Tuesday. You know, everybody's getting ahead of themselves. That judge is going to make a decision when we all least expect it. And that's why I said, until it happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.